Question 6. Different sources of homeopathic materia medica? Following are the sources of homeopathic materia medica. 1. Proving on healthy human beings. 2. Proving on healthy animals. 3. Clinical observations. 4. Accidental source. 5. Toxicological source. 6. Chemical source. 7. Empirical source. 8. Proving on plants. 9. Doctrine of signature. 1. Proving on human beings. We can obtain signs and symptoms of homeopathic medicines by proving them on healthy human beings. This is the real and scientific way of getting signs and symptoms of the medicine. By this we can record the same in a systematic way. It is a very good source to build up a materia medica. 2. Proving on healthy animals. By proving homeopathic drugs on healthy animals we can get a few objective symptoms, up to some extent. By proving on lower animals we can also get a knowledge of the pathological changes that have taken place in the animal's body. It is also a source to build up materia medica. 3. Clinical observations. In practice, after the application of medicine to the patient, we can observe some new symptoms produced by the medicine which has not been observed in the proving of that medicine. 4. Accidental source. By this source some medicines are prepared from those substances whose action is accidentally known, for example, Glada orientalis in asthma. 5. Toxicological source. Signs and symptoms produced due to toxic effects can be obtained by unfortunate overdosing of drugs, from which we can understand the drug up to a certain extent. 6. Chemical source. Understand and get some clue about the signs and symptoms of the drugs by studying its chemistry, that is, physical and chemical properties, action, etc. But as the human being is itself a big chemical factory, the actual signs and symptoms produced by the drugs in the body may be different, but by studying the chemistry of drugs we can get an idea about its action on the body. It is a good source to understand drugs. 7. Empirical source. It is a traditional source. This can be observed from the general therapeutic study of a drug. Since olden days, that is, from the discovery of the drug, we know the medicinal properties of drugs. For example, potentized calendula is used for injury. It is best used as an antiseptic. 8. Proving on plants. Some symptoms of the drugs can be studied by proving them on plants because homeopathic drugs act on all living things like animals, plants, etc. By performing experiments on plants and by studying the morphological and histological characteristic changes occurring in them due to the action of drugs on plants, we can get an idea about the action of that drug up to some extent. We can also see the pathological changes caused by the drug on the plant. 9. Doctrine of signature. It is the relation between the external physical properties of the drug substance and the signs and symptoms present in the patient. Doctrine of signature is one of the sources of materia medica. This is present in a few drugs and by this we can remember and learn the materia medica of that drug up to a certain limit. This can be observed from the general therapeutic study of a drug. Since olden days, that is, from the discovery of drug, we know the medicinal properties of drugs. Here, it deals with the doctrine of signature. For example, a drug prepared from plants flowering during the summer season produces an aggravation during summers. Drugs prepared from yellow flowers of gelsemium act better in jaundice. All red-looking plants or the red extract of plants acts better on blood. Tarantula hispanica is prepared from Spanish spider, which is sensitive to drum beats. Similarly, the patient is oversensitive to music.